Hello everybody and welcome back, and today I'm going to show you how to make your character move with the scene if you extend your scene. So let's see what we have in our YouTube folder. We have Gamesalad because that's what we're going to be using for this tutorial. So once you enter Gamesalad, we're just going to make a player. We're not going to use paint.net. We can just make a little block for it. I'm going to call this game. We're going to make the scene a dark blue this time. Right. So, like I said, you're going to have to first extend the scene. So I'm going to make the width 1000 by 680. Alright, so as you see, pretty tall. So I'm going to drag the player right here. Once again, I'm going to make him black so he stands out. That's our player. So I'm going to make him just a bit shorter. Now, in my other tutorial, you learned how to move a character. Now, since there is no walls, you'll not need to learn how to do the bouncing colliding rule. But you will need to do two other rules, but they're easy. So, when D is down, do move in direction at the speed of 300. Now, you will be needing, as I said at the beginning, when I start making rules, 4 rules. These two are going to be for W and S to move up and down, because we're not going to have a ground. It's not going to matter where you go. And that was the reason why you can't have the W rule, because if you have accelerate with at the 270 direction, that will mess it up. You don't want that. So the last key is S. Alright, so now you're going to move it down to 270 exactly. It should look like that. Now you're not done yet. You should have 4 rules with all moving rules. The last rule you're going to need is control camera. We're going to deal with that in a second. Just go to your player now. Now, in the other episode, you saw how everything fell down. You don't want that. So, make the bounciness 0. Unless, like I said in the last episode, you're making a game that involves like a bouncy ball. And just put fixed rotation. Now, the final thing you're going to have to do is, as you see here, you have this square. That's your camera. So, for example, when you reach this edge, and if you go further, it'll move your camera that way. I try to make mine short. But if your player is not within the control camera, it will not do it. So, well, first, I want to show you what happens if you don't have your control camera. your player just goes out and the camera won't follow it. As soon as you add that control camera, click play. There you go. It'll move with it. And really, you can't really tell, but when the character stops moving, it is moving the camera. So just to show you that I'm not lying, I'm gonna make some walls. Alright. So there's our character. So let's drag one right here. And then when we find that, you have to go, as soon as we find that, we're gonna have to go right here. And as soon as we find that, we have to go right here. And then once we find that, we're gonna go right here. And when we reach this final one right here, that means we did it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Let's do this. So there it is. We're gonna go up. That's the first square. That's the second square. That's the third square. And that's the fourth square. So that is how to make your player move with the scene. And I will see you guys next time.